Hi friends, welcome back. In this video, we'll be creating yet another workflow, and the way this workflow is going to work is going to be triggered by the first list that we have, such that whenever a column on that list is modified, it's going to first check that column if the status of that column is approved. Once it's approved, it's going to go ahead to assign the device to that particular user that modified that column, and also send out an email to the user that modified that column. If you are ready, let's begin. The next move will be to create the next workflow. So I'll still go back to my flow directory and I'm going to click the new flow. So I'm selecting the drop down and I'm clicking automated workflow. So the name of this flow, I'm just going to call it this, and the trigger, I'm going to set it to when an item is created or modified. So I'm going to hit create. So I'm going to set up the connection. Okay, it's connected. SharePoint, select the team site, and then select the list. So the next, I'm going to add the condition, which is this. So in which condition do we want to specify? We want to say that, when the approval status is equals approve, we get the approval status. When the approval status value is equals to approve, and also when the assignment, I show that when the assignment status value also is equals to approved. So once we have these two, we want to do what's inside the loop. And what will be inside the loop first will be to get item. So let's click on this. So we are getting items. So on get items, we want to select the team we are getting the asset item from, and want to select the list. This time we are not using the assignment, but we are using the inventory. So under the inventory, we're going to click on show all, and here we are going to click on filter query. But before we do that, let's go back to the inventory. So this is the field we want to query, right? So I'm going to get to settings, list settings. Under list settings, I'm going to click on the field. The field is this, which is the title field. So once I click on it, I see what the field parameter is. So I'm just going to copy this and then go back. So go back to my workflow. Under the filter query, I'm going to say when the title is equal, in quotes, I'm going to look for the tag, which is when an item is modified, look for the tag, which is the asset tag, which is this assigned asset tag. So I'm saying when the title which is the asset tag in this list is equals to the tag on that list. That means this is the particular column we're looking for. So once it has that, then I'm going to create the next action. So which, if it's correct, I want to update the item. So update item, I'm selecting the teams, and then the next thing, I'll select the list that I want to update. This time we are updating the inventory. So and the unique ID we are using the ID of the get items, right? Yeah, we're using the ID of the get item. So once we have that, we show all. Remember, what do we want to update? We want to update the name. I want to update the date. So I'm going to click on that, add a dynamic content, and the name is just going to be this, the name of the requester, which is also the person, and then the date. So I'm going to use the function. I'm just going to paste it here, which is format date, the format, which is format date current timestamp, and then go with this format. So you can use any format that works best for you. For me, I think this is cool. So once you have that, the status value, you also want to change that to from available to assigned. So once you have that, We good. And lastly, we want to send out an email to the person telling them that, oh, this device has been assigned to you, which is send an email. We're using the version 2. While we sending the mail to, we'll be sending it to a dynamic content, which is the requester. So I'm sending it to this requester email, and the subject is just going to be device assignment notification. Alternatively, under CC, let's include the person that approved, right? Approvers email claim. So we want to include anybody that approved that, and the body of the message, we're just going to copy a bunch of text. We might want to give this a color of red, and then make it bold so they won't tell you they did not see it. So yeah, so once we are done with that, we can save. So now let's assign the device to Alex. So this Alex's profile. Let me go back from, I'm copying the link. I'm just going to mail that to Alex. So there's the link to the form, and I'm going to send. So when I go to Alex's profile, I'm going to refresh. So we see the mail from advance, and I'm going to click on the link. So my name, Alex, the department, let's say sales. Asset type, it's going to be, let's say, laptop, and the tag, I'll just say, instead of 3 this time, let's say 2. Justification for official use. I'm going to hit submit. So once I submit that, I'll go back to so once I refresh that, I see that Alex is requesting for a device 02, and the approval status is pending and it's awaiting approval. So let me go to Abel's profile. So when I open Abel's profile, I can see a new approval request. So let me click on that. So I can see Alex is requesting for a device with 02, and I'm just going to click on that and click on submit. So once I click submit, it's going to say action completed. So eBay has approved that. So let's go back to the profile. So I'm going to refresh this. Once I refresh that, we see that the item has been approved, and who approved it, Abel. And then we can go back to this. Wait for a second. So here we can see that the device with 02 has not been assigned yet. So we can refresh now that we've gotten a notification. We see that this device now is assigned to Alex, and we can go back to Alex's mailbox. So on Alex's mailbox, we can see that a device is currently being assigned to him, and the details are the details of the device we approved for him, and the mail is coming from Ade and have Abel in copy of it, since Abel was the one that's approved the request. So you might want to look at the workflow to be sure that your workflow runs successfully. So you click on that, you look at every action, so you can see that it run, and you can expand of that. So you can see that it was updated and the mail was actually sent out. So here you have it. That's how you That's how you assign devices using Microsoft List in Power Automate. Thank you.